Often people ask why a car in Texas is being totaled and not repaired. Some people want to know if they can force the adjuster to repair their car and not total it. Others may not want their car repaired but prefer to have it totaled. Either way, you want to know what the rules are in Texas that dictate when a car is totaled versus repaired, and what can you do to influence the decision. In this video, I'm going to summarize the law in Texas and tell you what, if anything, you can do to influence the decision to total or repair a car after an accident. This video, like all of our videos, is indexed so that you can skip ahead to the part that interests you the most. My name is Christopher Raymond. I'm an attorney practicing law in Texas at Tate Law Office. My firm receives calls all the time from people who've been in a wreck. They're not hurt, but they have questions about their property damage claims. So we've created a series of videos intended to be purely informative to help people who aren't hurt understand Texas laws about their property damage issues. In this video, we answer the following questions. How does the adjuster in Texas decide whether to total or repair a car? And what can you do to try to influence that decision? So when does the insurance company have to total a car, and when do they have to repair a car in Texas? First, the general rule. Then I'll tell you about the law. The general rule in Texas is that a car will be totaled when the repair cost reaches approximately 75% of the value of the car before it was wrecked. It could be a little more or it could be a little less, but that's the general rule of thumb in the state of Texas. What does Texas law say? You're going to have to bear with me because it's a little hard to understand at first. A total loss has been defined by the Texas Supreme Court to occur in situations where a reasonably prudent uninsured owner desiring to restore the property to its pre-incident condition would not utilize the property for such restoration. Okay, that sounds like a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. What does it mean? I'm going to summarize the law in Texas as follows. An insurance company must act reasonably. This means they must have a good financial reason for totaling the car as opposed to repairing it. So how does that work in application? In application, we go back to our general rule. In Texas, a car will be totaled when the repair cost reaches approximately 75% of the value of the car before it was wrecked. Could be a bit more and it could be a bit less. I'm going to show you why this is good financial reasoning by giving you an example. We have a wrecked car that is worth $40,000 right before the accident. It costs $30,000 to repair the car. The repair cost of $30,000 is 75% of the fair market value of the car before it was wrecked. Under these circumstances, the insurance adjuster most likely has a sound financial justification for deeming the car to be a total loss. Now, people ask, how can that be a sound financial choice? Why would anyone spend $40,000 to total a car when they could have repaired that car for $30,000? The answer lies in the wrecked car. When the insurance company totals your car, they're buying it from you and they take that wreckage and they sell it at auction. Generally, that scrap has a value that's about 25% of the actual cash value of the car right before it was wrecked. In our scenario, that scrap is worth 25% of $40,000 or $10,000. So the insurance company pays $40,000 for the total loss, but they recoup $10,000 when they sell the scrap. This brings the net cost of totaling the car to $30,000, which is the same as the cost of repair. So in Texas, when asking why the adjuster is totaling your car, you need to know three numbers: the actual cash value of the car before it was wrecked, the cost of repair, and the salvage value of the scrap. If the actual cash value minus the salvage value is less than or equal to the cost of repair, then your car is going to be deemed a total loss. Now, the second part of this video. What can you do to force the insurance company to total or repair your car? Well, the answer is not much. If the repair estimate figure is anywhere in the neighborhood of the actual cash value minus the salvage value, then it's easy for the adjuster to justify their decision to total your car. And for each of the numbers we've discussed, there's going to be some wiggle room. Actual cash value estimates vary. For any car, there's a range of possible values. The repair cost estimates are going to vary depending upon how thorough the inspection was and who's writing the estimate. And the salvage value of the scrap will vary. It's always going to be nothing more than an estimate. So what can you do? Well, if you want your car to be totaled, you might try to raise the estimate of repair by making sure that every last item is included. Or if you want your car repaired, you might try to convince the adjuster that your car's actual cash value is higher, which is something we discussed in another video. But that wiggle room in Texas about actual cash value, repair costs, and salvage value means that the adjuster can probably easily justify their decision as being a financially sound one. So you may not be able to influence that decision at all. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you found it informative, please look for our other videos which we created to help people who aren't hurt with their auto property damage claims. Thanks, and stay safe out there.